What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, the Grand Showgan, aka Captain of the No Heart Pirates, because one of these hoes, aka the Black Bruce Wayne, aka the Cloud Village, and I'm here to bring you guys another One Piece manga chapter prediction. This is a prediction stream. We will be predicting chapter 892 to tomorrow, if not later on today. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and predict that for you guys. I'm gonna be joined by some of the fellas later. I mean, not later, but shortly. Game's gonna come through here. I don't know if Black will be able to make it. I think he's at work or something. But yeah. Let me see if I can get any of the fellas in here. Anybody in the chat? Yes, no. All right, we got one person watching. Hopefully, it's not me. Shouts out to Miguel Cruz. Salute to you, big homie. Thanks for coming through. I don't know if you are still here or not. For coming through. So basically, Nonsense has a pretty unique prediction that he already posted online, so it's not gonna be any spoilers if you guys don't follow Nap. But Nonsense got a good prediction. We're gonna get some gaming predictions. We're gonna get something from me, and then
what's going on? So what's up?
Chilling. I was just explaining to the people how the stream is gonna work, and stream later on tonight. I'm echoing.
Doing two streams?
Yeah.
Is that an echo on my end?
Yeah.
Shoot. All right, hold up. Is that any better?
Yep. Good. No, never mind. Now still can hear me.
Oh, shoot.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good. That's good. That's it right there.
Like this?
Yeah. What's wrong? You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but this ain't good.
No.
Dang.
What happened?
My headphones. I don't know what it is.
Oh, you said you got different headphones?
I've been using the same one. Does this work any well? Or the same thing?
Hello.
Yeah, no. I hear you.
That's good.
Cool. Oh, you was testing it. Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Game still hasn't joined us. I don't know where he went. He might have fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Dang.
But I told the people you had a very, very interesting prediction.
Oh yeah, did Black show it to you?
No, I didn't. I actually haven't seen it. News to me and everybody watching. But before we do that, I got a couple things. So I briefly touched upon it. I didn't make but later on today, which exactly right after the stream on the Supernova stream. We're finally gonna get to that. I feel it's just basically ranking the Supernova. Black,
Okay.
I have to get Black's list from Black. He said his list hasn't changed from the video that he did a while ago, a couple of months ago.
Mm.
I want to say it was like 6 months ago. But he did a video ranking the Supernova, and we did a video making fun of his list.
That's what's up.
Which was pretty dope. So he said his list hasn't changed from that. And okay. So you guys know, I'm gonna try something a little different, but I want to do not prediction. I want to do theory streams.
What are we talking about?
I was talking. I was batting this idea around with Black and Game some time ago, but I want to do like a theory stream. I'm gonna have theories, and I'm gonna revolve a whole stream around crafting that theory and bringing that theory to you guys.
Okay, I like it.
And then we can bat it around. You guys can shoot it down right then and there. I think that'd be pretty dope.
Likewise, sir. I was about to bring y'all because there's so much talk in the community with Luffy fights. I'm like, I didn't know if y'all want to do like a East Blue stream part 1 of Luffy fights and how obviously he was superior to the people he fought, but like how he measured up, because it's a lot of bias. Because on Dustin's stream they was like, well, I mean, if you didn't think Enel was pretty much serving up Luffy, and you ain't reading the same manga I'm reading, I'm like, I mean, it's about tit for tat. Luffy just couldn't hit him because he didn't know how to use hockey. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, so it's kind of like the same thing with Katakuri a little bit, but strength wise, Luffy is like one of the strongest people.
Yeah, Luffy's insanely strong.
Yeah,
like it's crazy. It's crazy, honestly, how strong he is. I remember during Water 7 when Luffy was stuck in between 2 buildings and just pushed the buildings aside,
right,
and to free himself. So like, yeah, Luffy's crazy strong. I don't understand anyone trying to say that Luffy's weak or anything. I don't understand.
Yeah, that. I don't get it.
It's or agree with it.
Same here. I don't see how they do it, but I mean, that's their argument. So I'm just like, I didn't know if that would be something y'all would be interested in.
That'd be dope. I think that'd be dope.
Cool.
I think we can definitely do that. I gotta congratulate you on the new pick, man.
Yeah, man.
That Sanji pick is powerful. I'm not gonna lie, man.
I had did it on the computer. I don't know what it was.
That's dope.
I think it's off of those One Piece Treasure Cruise or whatever. Okay. And I had just edited just a little bit. I was trying to put like a little cartoony version to it just to make the flames pop out a little more. But they was asking for payment. I'm like, nah, I ain't about to pay for none of that.
So oh my goodness.
But much appreciated. So I had to, give that Sanji love, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gotta do it.
All right. Let's take it easy. I'm trying to wait on games to I don't want to go without game.
You hit them up.
I put just the group chat. That's all.
I got you. I keep forgetting he on a different time zone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He probably just fell asleep, and if all
Yeah.
anything, and he'll join us while we're actually breaking stuff down. And only games fashion of time can present himself.
Yeah.
But the reason I wanted to do, I even rethought about the theory stream is because well, when I first brought it up, I don't know if it was on stream or not, but I did bring it up to Black and Gaming. It was because originally when I came up with the infamous what was it? Putting his category theory.
Oh.
When I came up with that theory, I thought that it would be really cool for before I even came out with it for people sort of like presenting it to a panel to either say you agree with it or shoot it down.
Mm.
And then eventually when I think it's cool that if eventually when I have enough, followers and enough following, I can have people, who really know a lot more about One Piece than I do to poke holes in it. That shit, when it's all said and done, they're good for poking holes in it. So I think it's just good to have a full on discussion, and as the time is going, to have the chat just poke holes and shit in it.
I like that idea. I like that idea a lot.
So yeah, in the future, I'm gonna try and do it.
Do you well, I just recently seen like polls and stuff you can put on YouTube. Did you think you might want to do that like on the after video, depending on if like people who wasn't there for live, this way they could still, like, in those moments in time when you poll that question, you could put it at the same time and then have their feedback as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will definitely look into that. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I have put that on like a couple of them. I don't think anybody notices it just yet. It's like a little icon in the corner. It's like I think it's like an eye with a circle in it or something.
Okay. That's right.
Cause that's dope. I mean, that's I wish I thought of that. That's like dope. Like that's a real good idea.
Okay. And I'm gonna let you guys know the first theory that I'm gonna bring into. I'm not gonna tell you the whole theory, but the first theory I'm gonna bring in, I've already mentioned it in passing. Like I've mentioned it a while back to Black, and Black said he hopes that doesn't happen.
Sanji becoming the Pirate King. I know, man.
No.
It's all right.
It's a theory for Luffy and a future possible power that Luffy could have.
Like another devil fruit?
Not another devil fruit, but
well, you ain't gotta say it.
Uses fruit.
You ain't gotta say this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
I got it because on the plane, I was reading Journey to the West. And yeah, that's all I'm saying. Just Sun Wukong. Just know that.
I see what you. Okay. I mean, yeah. Well, okay. Why would he not want that? If it's the same thing I'm thinking of, why would he not? I mean, that's the whole. That's how like it's been stated, like Monkey D and Son Goku. Like that's okay. All right. Okay, Black. That's dope though. I mean, I expect that to happen.
I can't wait to do that. I can't wait to do that.
No, do that one. Do that. You know, well, you already know my vote on it then.
Well, I guess we can get into 892 and what we expect, because
Well, I mean, if you
I
want to
don't
wait
think.
for game some more, I mean, I can poll your head. Well, actually, pull your head. What's it called? Probe somebody brain or whatever for like
Okay, yeah,
questions
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Go ahead, go ahead.
So just listening to other people talk. Like, are you was watching Hunter X Hunter, right? Or reading?
I love I love Hunter X Hunter. I think it's the best manga ever.
So you finished it?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Did you like you finished all of it as it is today? Because like I'm at the part where they talking about going into like the the other continent or
The dark
whatever.
continent,
Yeah,
the dark continent.
yeah.
I didn't I skipped. Wait, or did I didn't get to some of the last couple chapters
Okay.
where Kurapika is on the ship actually doing battle with the princes
See, I don't
or
even
some
know
of the
about all
princes,
that.
some of the princes henchmen. I like some of the last things I remember between Corolo and damn, what's my nigga's name, man?
Hisoka.
Hisoka, yes.
See, that's what everybody keep talking about. I'm like, man, I've never like I'm at this point still. I'm like at the start of all that with old
Oh,
boy
that's good
having a
shit.
son. Yeah, so it's like I don't even know any of all any of all that. I'm trying to figure out. I know it comes out in January. They restarted. So is it the 26th is coming out or?
Yeah. Damn, was that tomorrow? Tomorrow.
All right, I'm gonna read the rest of it tonight. Then
Oh man, I gotta
I
try
can
and
knock
catch
that
up.
out.
But yeah, the
Okay,
fight's so
so I
dope.
got a lot. So it's a so Gon gets his Gon gets his power back then.
No, I don't
What?
believe so. I don't believe Gon has Nen now. I don't think so. I have to reread it. I don't think he does.
Spoiler alert for those. So what? This dude
I
still
don't.
without Nen?
Yeah, I think he still doesn't have Nen.
Oh man.
Black would know better, but I believe that he still doesn't have Nen.
See, I thought it was like this Ichigo thing. You know, I don't like the more and more I keep thinking about Bleach, I can't
I love
stand it
Bleach.
now because I'm like, how is he a part of everything?
I'm not gonna lie. I really like Bleach.
I mean, I did initially. I now when I watch the English version on too as well, but like reading it in the manga, I liked it better a little bit. But how is he Fullbringer, Hollow, Human, Quincy? You know, like everything, and then it's like, oh, okay, well you lost your powers, but because you Fullbringer, you can get them back. It's like, come on. So I mean, I was thinking like Gon would be able to get his
Oh,
powers back like him too, but that's disappointing, man.
um, well, I can explain the Ichigo thing. Is Kubo's a bad writer. That's all. That's all that is. That's all that is.
Okay.
But as far as the Gon thing, I can't remember. I really don't think he does though. I have to reread it.
That's horrible. So he's not fighting anymore? Like that's just it. He's just done.
It's not really. We haven't really seen Gon. We haven't. It hasn't been focused on Kurapika
Oh.
and then the Hisoka and Corolo.
Okay. So what was the old boy name? It was with
Man,
Gone.
when you see
Killua.
that
So
fight,
he ain't in there either?
when you see that fight, man, oh my goodness,
Well, Hisoka and Krollo?
that fight is crazy.
That's what everybody
It's
keeps
crazy.
saying. I just got because like I'm still in the impression like Krollo don't have his Nen. Like it's suppressed because of Kurapika, you know?
It's so crazy.
I can't wait. All right.
Corolo got it exercised though, if I'm not mistaken.
By the dude that was in by the black guy that had that centipede with him? That was in
Yeah,
the game? Okay.
yeah.
I thought he was gonna come back into play.
But yeah, that fight is sick. It's nuts. It's really nuts. Yeah. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter is so dope. Yeah.
It is, man. I was trying to get my lady to watch it. She
It's
watched
really
some
great.
of them, but she
And
don't watch all that.
She likes what's the name, right?
What? Promise
One
Neverland?
Piece. Neverland.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
What else
still
does
ain't
she
read
like?
that yet, have you?
I have not read that yet. No,
Oh
I'm not gonna
my
lie to you.
God.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. No, I have not yet.
Bro, you gotta read that.
I'm
Like,
gonna get to it. Like I'm gonna get to it.
I think we should go over there and kick down the patio and take our break.
Crystal. Oh my God. I'm sorry. She over here. You know, we laugh. Yeah. Talking about doing negligence on there.
Oh
Look,
no, she definitely did just snitch on herself.
yo, that's my ride or die though, you know what I'm saying? I told you, man, you know, I might have had to put hands to some people. You know, they talk strong, but when you face to face with them, they real skittish.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Please no incriminating things on the stream, please.
And that's why I had to change my name. I'm like, let me make sure. None of this comes up.
You did have a name. That's funny.
Huh? Yeah, I had, because my name used to be up there.
Right.
That's crazy. I'm like, yeah. Because I knew I was going to slip up one day on saying some stuff. Oh, man. I mean, I can't stall no more for game, man. I'm just trying to.
I know, right? I know, right? Let's. Okay. Let me go first, you know, and say what I predict. But I think yours was a little more interesting. You actually do this as a full-fledged hobby.
I don't do it as a
hobby. You actually, you're a little more professional. You actually post yours in front of the world.
Man, them posts on Oil Jackson, people don't need to be paying attention. They be scrolling.
Let me see. Okay. I believe we're gonna continue the Luffy and at the while Luffy is gonna get progressively better and better at Kaku's Haki.
Okay.
The ship that was on the horizon. Yo, shouts out to Useless Dave in the chat. What's good, Dave?
Yo, Dave. I can't even see that. Oh, never mind. I got you. You said so the ship that's in the horizon. I didn't catch that part.
Yeah, I shouted out Dave before I said what it's gonna be. The ship I believe is going to be Germa. Yeah, I think the ship's gonna be Germa. And the end chapter is gonna have some crazy ass cliffhanger. Something I believe it's something with Luffy. Like Luffy's about to, do something crazy. He probably hits category and knocks him on the ground.
I dig it. Excuse me, I can dig it. So the ship is Germa. Does Big Mom get the cake?
Big Mom does not get the cake yet because Oda's gonna draw that out.
So we just seeing Luffy and Katakuri mainly, and then just the ship coming up being Germa.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Mine's kind of similar. Uh, I added only thing I added uh that's separate from what I posted, and I just thought about it a little bit today, and I'm like, I could probably see that happening either this chapter, depending if it's like 20 pages, or next chapter, depending on how this chapter ends, like with the Big Mom situation. But
Okay.
so I got the cover page and Tyler still building the city, and then the title is "Smell of Hope." Uh, so it's starting off with Luffy and Katakuri. You got Luffy panting, and then he's dodging like a barrage of attacks from Katakuri, and pretty much kind of like you said, his hockey is developing still, so he's able to see him a little bit more accurately now. Uh, so with him still having those galactic donuts up, what we seeing also from Katakuri then is fatigue. So we now noticing like,
Right.
okay, it's been like what did they say, since 3 to 9, so 6 hours. But it's the fact of him having to. It's kind of like Luffy in Gear 4, so he's stressing more of that issue using his hockey to see into the future to essentially now try to figure out, outdo Luffy even more now. So it's also frustration in there too. So he's missing, and Luffy's kind of gaining the upper hand a little bit. Just a tad, just a tad. And while doing so, that's why Katakuri he's speeding up his attacks to pretty much exhaust Luffy before he runs out of hockey. But due to Luffy's resilience, is blossoming his observation hockey, and Luffy's judgment is getting better. Katakuri would then, kind of says like, "You still got hope to beat me. You still think your crew is alive, with my mama chasing them and my brother Pedals coming, cornering them off." And then Luffy says, "Don't underestimate my crew. They can do more than you know. They will stop Big Mom." Katakuri then says, "Your pirate days are over." Katakuri starts to speak simultaneously with Luffy. They both say, "I am not dying here," because essentially this is Katakuri saying what Luffy would say. And then they
Right.
do it again, where Katakuri starts to say, "I will," and he says, "Escape." But Luffy says, "Be the Pirate King." And then we
Okay.
hear like a loud rumbling, and the force of wind and Conqueror's hockey kind of rushes past Katakuri, knocks out Flambe and the other father that's watching, uh, knocks
The
out
fodder.
Brule. Boy, straight father with the gunshot slinger. uh, Knocks out Brule. So everybody that's watching this, now they can't see anything else is going on because the mirrors are deactivated. And now it's just, back to Luffy and Katakuri again. And Katakuri looks shook, and then Luffy realizes this, takes advantage of it, and goes Gear 4. Starts to call out a new form. Obviously, I don't know that yet. Um, Cuts back to Straw Hats and Big Mom. Big Mom starts to rush the ship, and then this heavenly aroma intoxicated her nostrils. We see Nami looking astounded as Sanji comes flying in with the gigantic cake. And the way I'm hoping Oda draws this man come in with this cake is powerful, but like angelic in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just floating in, like with one finger holding this cake. You know what I'm saying? just cruising. Like yeah, man.
No.
Just I mean, okay, not one finger, but at least one hand. Like just like the perfect server in a way, just coming in like, yeah, man, I got this. And just the way he's just moving in there, skywalking, kind of like Carrie, how graceful she was, but masculine enough for Sanji. You know what I'm saying? Um, so, after he comes in, Sanji says, "Nami Swan, I'll be back, my love. I have business to handle." Nami then says, "The cake looks amazing. You guys got done with it a lot faster than expected." And Sanji flies over to Big Mom. But then at this point, as he, skywalking over there still, Pedo Spedo with his candy slug intervenes in between Sanji and Big Mom. So then you get, one of those looks from Sanji, like, "Move up out my way." Petal like, I'm not budging, and pretty much turns to Big Mom and tells her don't eat the cake because it could be poison. So Big Mom looks like, Nani? Like, what's going on here? Like, nah, like, I'm eating this cake. You
I'm
told me the
eating this
cake is
boy.
on the ship. Exactly, So, but what I wanted to add on that, if it's more, because I'm thinking that's about like 17, maybe 18 pages. If he adds in another 2 pages or gets to like 21 or even 24, I guess, um, I'm thinking it's a conversation between Big Mom and Petal Speto, with Big Mom getting enraged at Petal Speto and remembering what Jinbei told her, like the cake's not on the ship. And then she remembers that Petal Speto told her the cake was on the ship and sees him bringing it away from the ship and just
Oh
takes
man.
this man off, like just takes his soul. And it's a wrap. And everybody in the back is looking shocked, like, oh, and then it just cuts from there.
God damn.
Yeah, I just want her to be ruthless the one last time because I feel like she's gonna get taken out this arc. There's no way for her not to be.
You think she's gonna taken out?
Yeah, they building her
Or
up too
beats her
much.
in
I
a
mean, at
fight?
least like maybe not captured or anything, but she definitely got to take. She definitely got to take a huge L.
What I've said from the beginning was that she wouldn't be taken out in the traditional means, but she would more so be humiliated and, in a sense, beaten by Luffy. Him beating her, but like,
You kind of breaking up a little bit on my end.
oh, word.
Yeah,
Wow.
just a tad bit.
Okay.
Sorry.
What? No, you good. What could you hear?
I heard a little bit of the last part. Like, I still feel like her getting taken out, and then that's it.
Basically, all I said was that since for a while now, I felt like Big Mom wouldn't like traditional means, as in a one-on-one fight, or even if they all jumped her type fight. So she wouldn't be
Okay.
beaten in a fight, but she would be sort of aided and, in a sense, beaten by Luffy in that way. So it's not she wouldn't be beaten in the traditional means, but she would essentially be beaten by Luffy, by him going into her place, wrecking shop, getting his crewmate back, humiliating her in front of the world. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, beating her. That's beating her.
Yeah.
So I never felt like Big Mom would come arc as a villain.
I got you.
I felt
See,
that
I
this was
just
it. This was it for.
it's
And
just the whole.
especially when we got that flashback, it's kind of cemented it.
Yeah. So that's why I agree that she has to get taken down. Like, I agree wholeheartedly, like with what you're saying. Initially, when I saw this art, I'm like, I just hope Oda doesn't have him have a food eating contest to beat Big Mom. I'm like, I don't need nothing goofy here, Oda. I need this is New World, I need some tragedy. I need some deaths. I'm sorry, If we got a food eating contest, I'm gonna be pissed off. But I agree that she shouldn't get taken down, I guess, in a one-on-one fight per se. Because Dustin kind of did sell me a little bit on Luffy coming out, but I just don't know how he can have the energy left after fighting Katakuri. That's the only thing. But with Stussy being there, what is it? Commodore Laz, he keeps mentioning a possibility for a Buster call.
Buster call, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing that too.
I'm like, I can see it because the territory is pretty much open, and she's there. She can call anybody to come in. You
See,
know,
that's
and who's to
why
say she hasn't already?
that's why I think that in a sense it's just the fact that this news why we were introduced to Big News Morgan. That's why we were
Hmm.
introduced to someone as powerful as Stussy, who works for CP0, was so the news of what's happening and the moves that Luffy is making can't be denied. You know what I'm saying? Be acknowledged as a threat.
Yeah, he definitely does. Because I mean, for no other supernova, pretty much nobody else to come into our territory, let alone see Big Mom.
They've already like set up from the beginning. Set up from the beginning. That's one of the first things that we know of is how Kid tried to destroy. He's picking a fight with Big Mom, so he's destroying some of her ships.
Hmm.
And then we context in the seducing woods where Brule says everyone tried to come into this place and they all got sent packing. Kid Capone, when we even convinced Capone to joining us. The only one who did something was Rouge, and the Rouge got shine. And he said he beat a sweet commander, but then he turns around and gets beat by Cracker. Been progressively standing out of the pack, standing ahead of the pack as a leader. Something by, I say, committing these feats. I say this is Oda telling us that Luffy is supernova.
I
Without
agree.
question.
I agree. I started
Um,
from the seducing woods putting
good.
your Rouge at that second spot, but for Capone to, I mean, technically Capone, even though he got caught, he, got a part of her crew and was pretty much gonna work from the inside out.
Right.
So I would put Capone low key in the top five. I would have to.
Top five.
I would have to. Just
I don't know.
just off the thought basis alone, because I mean, like obviously he realized he couldn't beat the crew. You know, Luffy, I
Right.
don't think he could beat their whole crew. But at this point in time, I know if he's able to take out Katakuri now, and it sucks because Sanji's no help. Like he was the essentially to be wed. And
Right.
with the whole thing with Zeph, that's what's really bothering him. If Zeph don't come in somehow,
I don't
it's
think he
gonna.
is.
He
I think that
got
was
to,
just a
man.
plot point. That was just a plot point for Oda to keep Sanji where he is.
They're gonna have to bring it back up.
Introduce all those plot points. I don't know, because Oda introduced all these plot points just to keep Sanji on the island and keep him docile and going along with the plan.
Right.
Only to get rid of him. Like they got rid of the handcuff plot point. And said, they're just fake handcuffs. They can easily just get rid of the Zeph plot point. Just be like, since Reiju is on our side now, and since we saved Germa, Zeph's not in trouble. Like, they owe us. So Zeph's good.
Well, so it wasn't Big Mom people. It was Germans people that knew about.
That's what he made it seem like. He made it seem like Big Mom knew about the information, but Big Mom gave the information to Germa. So Germa was the one who was, holding it against him.
Hmm. Then that does change this thing. Because if I was under the impression it was still Big
But
Mom now. So I'm like, if she was, because after her raging out, nobody's really considering to, refrain Sanji from doing anything extra, because now he's trying
right,
to make sure
but
she's, under control.
exactly, and hell, even with this, even Big Mom is going to be on Sanji's side because he made this cake.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the best cake she's ever tasted. And I know people don't like this. You but the cake is going to solve a lot of the problems.
Yeah. But I don't know if it will. Because even though she eats the cake, she's not gonna let Sanji leave. Like that's gonna be the problem then.
Okay, now say if we know his Okama, that it can affect even people's moods, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if the cake has been knocking everyone out. Everyone has been knocked out by just tasting icing from the cake.
Right.
With Big Mom eats this cake, she might go night night.
Bro, think about it. Think about how she was with that
She might be so just in pure ecstasy from eating the cake into a completely different Big Mom with a completely different rationale and completely different mindset.
I don't think so. Because again, with that similar, as a kid, this was essentially the equivalent to Sanji's cake right now. Just using that as an example. The most wonderful tasting thing she's ever had.
Right.
And when knowing that was coming up, it's the same way as far as those Fishman Island candies. It's like she predates these things so she can have kind of like going back as far as what they was doing with that semblance. She predates these things so she can build up that taste for it, that mouth watering, just like, oh, I can't wait to have my precious. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like for her to taste this cake, she can never essentially eat cake again to know this is always going to be a disappointment. She would always have that taste in the back of her head as far as what Sanji did.
No, I don't think so. I think it'll have to be Sanji's cake has to live at all cost. Right? Sanji has the advantage. You know what I'm saying? Now he holds the cards in his hand. Because he can just simply say, Big Mom, make you a cake every so often. You know, I'll give how Fishman Island, how they give her candy every month. I'll make you a cake every time you have a wedding, because that's her thing. When she has the wedding cakes, every time you have a wedding, I'll make the cake, but you gotta let me go with my crew, or I'll kill myself.
I would agree with that, except he's been part of the wedding, so he probably knows, like, he's husband. Like, okay, think about it. If you have Big Mom having sex with these dudes and then getting rid of the people, Pound was in a forest up to his neck. She was gonna kill Sanji and the German Kingdom just to use their weaponry after they chop. Like, you don't see the husbands or wives to the kids.
Oh, yeah, I definitely think the husbands died, but I don't. It doesn't matter. Like, they don't. Once they give Big Mom what she wants, which are the children, they have no more use for her. So whatever
like, with the kids,
like,
though.
even if she kills them, even if she killed the husbands, it's whatever. I don't think she killed them, but even if she did, even if she was as cruel and corrupt as that, then that's whatever. But the fact that she needs to keep Sanji alive, she needs to keep tasting this cake. Sanji has leverage.
But do you think he's gonna be able to leave with that? Like, okay, check this.
He knows the leverage.
Yo, what's up, gang?
What's good?
Yo, what's up?
Good.
Ooh.
Go ahead. Nonsense. What you saying?
Continue conversation.
Okay, so like you said with the marriages, with the wedding, I agree with you that it would give them leverage as far as Sanji making the cakes. But the only husband and wife couple we've seen is Aladdin and Pettin, the other fish girl. That's it.
Yeah.
We haven't seen anybody else coupled up. Those are the only two. And I feel like just because of Jinbei probably did something, like, well, I'll stay here if you let him live or whatever type did. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, I don't really see anybody else being there because they probably all got axed for the most part. Or just no use for them, so they couldn't come back into the kingdom. So even though you married up, like, where they at? That mean they either living there, but we ain't seen the husbands or wives to them.
Like it's not shown, but it's heavily implied. It's heavily implied that once you get married, she puts you know what I'm saying, as a minister. You know what I'm saying? So like
Capone
they're there.
And their child. He's well, those would be the only two then. So Capone, he got security. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you get a point, you get a position, a high position in their crew once you get married, and you know what I'm saying? You get in high standing. So
well, then I can't see that happening then, if it's like that.
You know?
No, I say I can. I can. I can see what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh, you can? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
If it's like that to where they stay in her crew and they talk about, like, look, as opposed to me staying in your crew, like you said, I'll keep sending you this cake every time you ask and everything else, because he can make it. You know, all they would have to do is just decorate it, and you know that'd be it. You know, as far as like the cream and stuff, and I'm pretty sure he could just send that. You know, bust one out real quick and then send it to her. You know what I'm saying? And then we'd be good to go.
Exactly. But the only thing that is Luffy. Luffy wouldn't go for it.
He wouldn't go for it.
Yeah, exactly. So it would have to be something that Sanji says to Big Mom. That Sanji and Jinbei, but he does listen to Jinbei. That is one thing. He does listen to Jinbei.
He listens to Sanji too a little bit too. I see,
that's what I'm saying.
I think Sanji dies, man. I think Sanji dies.
Jinbei and Sanji would have to convince him. Let him. Big Mom won't let Sanji die.
You're right, because she would still need the cake. But if he tries to leave, how is there a way to know that?
She knows. Like they would be back if she requested Sanji to come and he didn't come. They would be back at square one at the beginning of the arc. Threaten Zeph again, and he would have to come. She would threaten his family again, and he would have to come. Just like she does to everyone else. Write it in the story, or Oda would write the story so that there are no more weddings for the rest of the story. That's all he would do.
But the way he built Big Mom character, it just...
We won't see Big Mom until the end, like the last giant war when everyone's fighting everyone, and Big Mom is on the side of the pirates.
I want to believe this, Graham, but it's something. it's just something there. It's just like, it's just like the character he's made her to be. It just don't seem like that's her. Like, it don't seem like she would even go for it.
I understand you want it to be something to be. You want the conflict to be resolved in a physical manner because you're used to shonen standards and shonen writing. I understand.
No, that's not even it. That's not even it. It's just because the way he's already manifested the new world to be. Like, it's just darker than the Grand Line.
That's the thing. That's the thing people get in trouble with a lot. Think for them. People let Oda tell them something and they believe it. Oda's a troll.
That's true. That's very true. You do have a point there, sir. Can't believe nothing Otis. Oh. If that happens, I'm fine with it. If it happens like he said, I'm fine with it. I would be fine with it because in this way, it's resolved. It allows the Straw Hats to get out. They do have a potential ally in Big Mom. And the Fishman Island is okay. But then it brings question to how does the Fishman Island gets destroyed? Is that from
That's
Kaido?
from that's gonna be from the last to like one of the last arcs when they're fighting on Mary Joa.
See, that's what I started thinking now too, because then once that island crumbles, it's gonna crumble on top of Fishman Island.
Yeah,
because they got to break the red line. Once them giants said that they couldn't break that red snake, and I kind of assumed that was the Grand Line, or I mean not the red line and stuff like that. So I think that's what made like the mountain, as far as that slash, it just spread off and went to 4 different directions.
Right.
But
that's dope. That probably is what happened.
Okay. I like your idea, Grant. I like your idea. I like your theory.
See, that wasn't even a real theory. That was just yeah. Look, see, like, what was I about to say? I love Dustin. Like he's a cool dude. He just he's right. Essentially, he's right. Where with all his thinking, where that is going on, and people hold Admiral and Yonko in very high esteem. People think that they're a lot stronger than I think they actually are.
Mm-hmm.
But people do look at them as gods and like they're untouchable. Right. He's, essentially 100% correct. Whereas these people do have to start getting taken out. These people are going to start getting taken out. The thing that Dustin does is that he takes that thought and he stretches it too far. That's all. That's it. Like,
I can agree with that.
He doesn't have a sense of power scaling, and that's it. But yeah, he's like 100. He's 100% right. Like these people are going to start getting taken out, and that's what the story is moving towards. It's moving towards the new generation taking over. You guys, that I feel like most of the Yonko are going to get taken out, and Blackbeard is the strongest Yonko.
Oh, here we go.
Because look, he's not. There's no. Bro.
Well, does he already have? Does he already have a third devil fruit? Do you think he's the Cerberus or whatever? Or
I don't think he needs 3 devil fruits. I just don't. Like he's already he's insanely strong already. He already is something that we've never seen in the story of One Piece. Heard of. People in the story of One Piece have never even seen what Blackbeard is.
True. So how does he put a mark on Shanks with 3 slashes across his eye? That looks like
that's
a
crazy.
claw
I don't know
mark.
what that is.
That looks like
that
a claw
definitely
mark.
does. I agree with you.
And I mean his sword,
so that would have
knife
to mean
or whatever.
Yeah, that had to mean he already has the whatever Zoan or whatever it is. He did put a mark on Shanks, and that's Shanks. That's OP Shanks. Everybody thinks Shanks is a god, so yeah.
I would definitely put Blackbeard over Big Mom now. Depending on how Kaido acts, I would probably put Blackbeard over Kaido, depending on how he acts as far as like character and everything else. Because he just seems like a loose cannon to me.
He does, man. He seems like a brute.
Yeah. Like, man, if this club don't take you out, I got nothing. So I'm going to just keep swinging it. That's all it seems like to me.
Game, man. How you doing, man? You good? Game?
Game, you there?
Okay. I think you good.
Hey man, if Australia gets some snow, the world is ending, man. That's all I know.
I know, right? Oh
Dang,
God.
Game ain't say nothing. He must have passed back out. He said something when he came in.
Say something when he came in, and
Yeah.
then he was listening to our conversation, and then I guess it was too boring, and he fell asleep.
Oh.
Damn, what was I about to say though? But oh yeah, that's the thing with Dustin. Dustin he just doesn't appreciate power scaling. That's all.
I do agree because like it's definitely when I watched his stream a little bit in Brago's, just seeing their rankings and stuff like that, just other people rankings in general, and then I went back and looked at yours, like ours when we put up and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I really like your list better. I like yours, Blacks, and Gaming's list as far as like the top tiers, like the way it kind of develops. Because everybody else's is just so, like you said, it's just this common trend of it's got to be this, it's got to be this, it's got to be this, and it's just like it don't really have to be this way per se. It's just
Right.
right. And then look at the Dustins, it's just like I see, but then it's a lot of favoritism and somewhat, and it's a lot of you want and somewhat, and I'm just like, but I know everybody got their own opinion, but I do agree. I
Like
do
I'm not
agree
gonna
with what
lie.
you're saying though.
When like Dustin called that Luffy was gonna be category and everybody shitted on him for it.
What was
He
that?
could possibly. Dustin called that Luffy could be category and everybody shitted on him for it.
Yeah.
It's possible that he'd be category. That's actually where the story was should actually head. He would have to be because I was thinking that for Luffy to fight Kaido with help, because he's gonna have help. He has to have help. Kaido next arc at least be on right hand level.
At least. Yeah.
At least. Was the good. I figure Oda did a good job with like a good little mini training arc in the midst and disguised as a fight. I thought it was pretty good.
I agree with that. Because I mean, it's man, I don't know. Like,
so yeah, all the comments and hate that Dustin gets, it's not really deserved. It's a little unfair.
in some moments, yeah, I could agree to that. In some moments, because I mean, it's like again, like everybody gonna have their opinion on it,
Right?
Because I mean, he said some stuff today, again, like with the Enel and Luffy stuff, and I'm just like, I didn't hear it. I can't really. You can't hear me? Oh, you heard it.
No. I said I didn't hear today. What did he say?
Well, I mean, he said, like if you don't think that Enel, was like beating up Luffy during that fight or whatever, that y'all wasn't reading the same manga, and I can see the point of it and why he said that.
What? We don't think that Enel was beating up Luffy.
Yeah. Because again, like with his hockey and being able to dodge and stuff like that, because essentially Luffy got frustrated, but it wasn't like the effects Enel was doing was working on Luffy. It was once he had brought out that staff, that Poseidon looking thing, and put that bell on him. That was it. Like that golden big ass ball on his wrist. Like that was it. Like once that happened, nothing else really Luffy could do at the moment until he got up on, Giant Jack with that waver and everything else. And once he got back up there at Enel's face, like it, and then broke his what is it? It starts with an R that I don't want to pronounce it wrong, but that big ass dark thunderstorm of a cloud, that ball, he broke it with the golden belt and came out and hit my man's with a rifle. You know, so it's just like none of Enel attacks is really working on him. The only thing that worked is him piercing him, and he had to heat up the spear or whatever a little bit to really gain any type of effect. And it was just a hockey as far as Luffy not being able to hit him. But they was pretty much at a stalemate. Like the lightning wasn't going to affect rubber, and Luffy just couldn't hit Enel. But if you give Luffy just an ounce little control of hockey, he beats Enel before we even get to that point.
Easily. That's only, that's what Luffy was missing. So yeah, he beats a lot of these characters easily. He beats Crocodile easily. Enel he beats easily. Like you just added hockey into the equation, and that's the thing. I think Oda purposely added in hockey as the great equalizer because he created a lot of insane OP devil fruits.
Yeah, he did.
When he created Kizaru and the light, the Pika Pika no Mi, he broke the game. Like that's insane. When I saw, oh my god, when I first read that chapter, how he portrayed Kizaru's speed, I was just floored. I couldn't take it. I was like, oh my god, this guy is so fucking fast.
Too fast, bro.
It was insane. I was like, oh my goodness. I just loved it. Like Kizaru was one of my favorite admirals for a long, long time. Actually, I think he is still my favorite admiral.
I liked it. I liked him because of the suspicion around him. You know, like you said, like him just coming in, you know, what he did back in the day. Like this man kicked the tree. Oh, my bad. I guess I kicked it too hard. And these supposed to be some of the strongest trees that's out.
That tree is as big as a fucking town.
Yeah.
That's a town level attack, and he just kicked. He's insanely powerful. Like this guy is insanely powerful. Crazy.
But see, that's on I feel like it's because of that era that he was in as well, and that experience that he gained, which made him so. That's how I put him and Aokiji, and you know, obviously Sakazuki as well on those levels. But then when it gets to
the newer admirals, I put them a little lower.
I have to because they haven't experienced that same type of.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, some other people got them just up there because they admirals. I'm like, I don't. Hold on, let me get this. Oh, she got it.
I think when you're an admiral though, you are of a certain strength. But still, in the ranks above admirals, I think Kizaru has a little more weight than the rest of the guys.
No doubt. I'd agree with that. He has to. I mean, how many? Then it kind of gets into that magma and lightning. Not lightning, magma and light. You know.
This guy's crazy. He's crazy. He's fucking crazy. Like he's just fucking crazy. That's all I can say. That's all I can say is this guy's just fucking crazy. He flies, right?
Well, he used that the Yama mirror to get to different destinations.
I think he can fly over the ocean. I don't think he can. Right? Can he reflect himself off of the water?
Well, he used the Yama mirror, so he makes other. Remember, because there's Sabaody to catch up with Soundman Apu. He reflects. Yeah. He made that reflection kind of bouncing off, as opposed, because light kind of goes linear, as opposed to spreading. So he had to go in those directions. He's kind of like Dispo. Yeah. Shout out to Dragon Ball Z. He's kind of like Dispo. Yeah.
Probably can't fly. I don't know who that is.
You ain't seen. Okay, all
right. I know God Jiren and that's it.
It's the bunny looking dude that looks like Beers.
Got you. I got you. The fast one.
Yeah. He can only move.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna say he can only move, but that's, and I ain't gonna say nothing. But if you watch the last episode, they figured something else out. But pretty much as far as going fast, he goes in more like a linear direction. Goku kind of pointed that out.
Okay, that's dope.
And it makes sense if
That's
it's
dope.
like he's moving at light speed, because light, again, it goes in like one direction unless you have a prism. You know,
Also,
then it
he
can kind
actually
of branch out.
Dispo moves at light speed.
Somewhat, yes.
Somewhat. That's dope. But yeah, Oda had to create hockey. He had to. Just to level the playing field. Because Luffy can never be anything like that.
Mm-mm.
If he didn't.
Like he wouldn't. I mean, obviously with a nail, that's different. But anything after that, you can say. I still feel like he had it when he fought against Crocodile. I feel like it was just unlocking a little bit then, because then that's when Blackbeard. Well, I ain't gonna say unlocking then, but I feel like it was being poured out of him a lot more then. But Conquerors wasn't just there, just more of the armament hockey being kind of like poured out. But because Blackbeard mentioned it, and told him, like, well, I know you got hockey and stuff like that and everything else. So we knew it was
he
as well.
He definitely probably had it because for all we know, that's what Conqueror's hockey does. It you win fights that you're not supposed to win.
True.
With your sheer will, you can keep coming back and, you know what I'm saying, find a way to win. Just by willing it. Which is insane.
That shows you how strong you are, though. I fucks with it. I like it. So that's what it was like at Marine for a War. Then people wasn't about that life. It's like, do I really want to protect these people against Luffy? Nah, I'm passing out.
Right. Exactly.
So.
Exactly. It was one more thing I wanted to talk about. I can't remember. Oh, snaps. King of Lightning.
Wow.
King of Lightning.
What did he say?
No, I know you've seen it. His video where he says that Katakuri is mistaking about Luffy's hockey and him actually being able to see the future, but more so sensing the future.
See, that's what we had talked about when I had streamed before, remember?
Right.
If I remember correctly, how he was going, because he got the official Viz translation of it, and
exactly.
They did reword it in there, so it wasn't no longer oral. It was more or less, what did he say? I guess like on the lines of presence, like every attack has a particular presence, and that's what I was thinking.
Right, something like that.
Yeah, like because
like that. So he's sensing the punches and not actually seeing them.
Right. Because that's the way I read it initially. Like I just took Rayleigh's words, and with Rayleigh, he always does like, he talks in, I ain't gonna say like, he talks in a way where it's always, he kind of does. He kind of does where it's like, it's something else there. It's not just surface, just take the information. And it's kind of like, if that's the case, we would, if we thinking like, okay, well, Luffy's gonna get the hockey boost now and stuff like that. I don't think he is, because he's not. There's no way he would be able to perceive that quick. I think he just really calmed himself down to figure out where that aura was coming from. So that's essentially what Katakuri kind of did too. So it's just like that first step or that first door unlocking to be able to have that moment. But as far as fully, like, oh, okay, yes, over here. Oh, okay, yes, over there. Oh, okay, yes, over there. That's what I was saying, like, in my prediction, like, I don't think, he even then is gonna truly unlock it and stuff like that. I don't think he gonna really unlock it or whatever, like that. I just put it more so like, um, my bad. Hold on. It's just him really getting to that position and point to where it's developing. He's getting this sense of this aura about people because it's kind of like Fujitora with him being blind. He was able to know what each person was saying because he knew knew those people's auras. We get the idea of it as far as observation hockey. That's kind of what it does. But Usopp was able to recognize, well, that's Law and that's Luffy as far as their aura. And I get that that's probably what, other people are able to do somewhat to a degree. But Usopp's distance may be further than Luffy's and Zoro's. I don't put his distance further than Sanji. Sanji able to hear a woman's teardrop from miles away. So I don't put his somewhat further than Sanji's, but Sanji emotionally may be able to grasp that point as opposed to Usopp's eyes. It would probably be different. But I don't know how to really word it. It's kind of, I don't know. I'm gonna let you go. Until I figure out the words, I'm gonna let you go. 'Cause I can't.
So you're more so saying he's actually than seeing.
Yeah,
that's what Luffy's doing. But you're saying his senses aren't as keen as Sanji's. It's better than, you can't sense a further distance than Sanji can, right? His radius, in a sense, isn't as big as Sanji's would be.
Somewhat. Yeah. Well, no. I'm a wholeheartedly say yes, but the only reason why I'm saying yes, and I don't like doing that. I just kind of want to just say yes. But the only reason why I'm saying that is because of how Sanji is connected to, like, via women in that sense. I feel like Sanji looks more like his observation hockey is more for like women based. So he searches for more women, so it's more widespread than men. You know what I'm saying? Where Luffy is, it's kind of okay, all right. Professor X in Cerebro, when he's under more pressure if he's searching for both humans and mutants, at a wide distance, right? Because now you add in more people, so that would be kind of the same way with Luffy. So that radius, we're having that group there. Let's just say that's Fishman Island at 50,000. Okay, and Sanji, if he was just focused on the female fishman, his or fishwoman, I'm sorry, the radius would be larger. But even though it's potentially only 50,000 there, quote unquote, his radius still would be larger because he's able to focus on just one set group, no problem. I think that's what Sanji's able to do compared to Luffy. Luffy's able to put more in a smaller radius than what Sanji would be able to. But if they both collectively just start out one group, I think their range would probably be somewhat equivalent. But Luffy's, because observation hockey isn't his quote unquote strong point at the moment, would be lesser than Sanji's. But after this fight, could potentially grow. Obviously, it will grow, but potentially grow further than Sanji's, if that helps. Because when he was just finding all them mutants, he ain't had no problems. When he was just finding all the humans, he didn't have no problems. But putting both of them in Cerebro at the same time and searching for everybody, it does more toll on his body. It's more minds to figure out who there. More thoughts to be considered. more words to be exchanged. Like it's you hearing so much more than what you can consume essentially at one point.
I don't know. It all makes my head hurt.
That's the only way I could think of explaining it, dude. Like I'm over here trying. I'm like, because I don't know the words to use for it. I'm just thinking like, because otherwise it's just they
I
at
think
the
when you
same level.
punch category, he saw into the future.
You think so?
Yeah.
I gotta agree to disagree.
I think I think able to sense is the lower tier of hockey, observation hockey. And I think you get so keen at it where you can, I think the highest of that low tier is what's his name? What's that guy's name? Fujitora. I think it's what he's doing.
Really?
Yeah. I think it goes in tiers. I think you're able to sense and then you get to a certain threshold and then you're able to see.
But Fuji can't see. Oh well, after Fuji, then you can see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he would be able to see if he wasn't blind. If he didn't blind himself. Okay.
I think it's because what's it called? Hockey, observation hockey was always presented to me as like sort of a precognition type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
you thought that the
it
whole
was
time?
always presented to be like you can see into the a bit into the future, which is why someone like Rayleigh against someone like someone as fast as Kizaru, because he's seeing it before it happens.
See, I always took it as like a sense, because that means Luffy would have been able to see Rayleigh's attack when he was blindfolded. Like, oh, okay, he's gonna go here, he's gonna go there, he's gonna go here, he's gonna go there. You know, I'm pretty sure Rayleigh could have switched it up, and Luffy wouldn't have been able. But I see what you're saying. That he's just not at that tier yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right.
I just always took it as just like a sense of kind of like animalistic in a way. You know, like animals, you know, they kind of give you awareness of when they about to attack. Because even then with Luffy and the bull,
right.
you know, Luffy used intimidation.
So it puts you on your right.
So would Conqueror's Hockey just be like different forms of intimidation then? Really?
Yeah. Yeah. You would intimidation. You would intimidate. It's I don't know if it's posing your will onto other things. However you want to say it. But when you put your will on animals, or they obey. When you put your will on people, it crushes them. Or it can, you know what I'm saying, you can will yourself, you can put the will on yourself, you will yourself to want to fight. Or you can, and then when you get really good at it, you can put your will onto inanimate objects, things that don't have a will of its own, and the world around you to your, you know what I'm saying, to what you want it to be. Yeah, so Shanks is probably insane. Shakes is probably
Gaming.
insane. Shakes and probably insane. Game definitely did just agree out of nowhere.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my bad. I'm gonna go because I just woke up from like 30 minutes ago. I'm gonna go wash my face. Try to get up and shit.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know you dropping science.
That's hilarious. I mean, I definitely see your point. I definitely see your point where you're coming from with. I definitely can agree to that. Because like you said, Shanks would be on a whole nother level then, because essentially he imposed his will on everybody who's on Whitebeard's ship, including Whitebeard's ship as well. Like his presence is just like, look, I'm here,
Right.
And I get that. I don't know. I just want it to be more, I guess. I don't want it to be just intimidation and just will. Like because if certain people are born with this, that means it's just got to be something else there that they just haven't unlocked yet.
I mean, just think of like implications of that. You will be able to, will the world around you. You'll be able to. I know it's kind of weird, but I know it's kind of crazy to think. But you would be able to perform some type of matter manipulation just because you want to do it. That's the most broken power I can think of.
True. Very true.
But yeah, as far as the observation thing, I don't know. I think you're probably right. I think it probably is like how you said it. Some people can sense, some people can see. I don't know, because I don't know how fucking Usopp's into anything.
Well, I think his is just more distance, like Van Auger.
Yeah.
Because
that's weird. It's weird. It's just weird. It's really fucking weird. Like, however you splice it, it's crazy.
Because like what? Okay, I guess what I was getting at as far as like with the circumference at Fishman Island, like Luffy could only knock out that many people that was in his area, but if he wanted to knock out any more outside of that, he wouldn't be as successful as doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he had to increase like his radius.
Right. And the only way to do that is essentially, which I'm agreeing with you on, is unlocking another level to it. Because we already seen his two levels to Conquerors initially. We already seen his two levels to Armament, because you got the initial Invisible and then a Coating. And now, well, the third level would be now, as far as I guess you could say with Virgo, him being able to essentially, have a stronger like Block Mochi in the sense of how Katakuri was. I'm not gonna put it on the same level, but it was fairly strong. And we see with Katakuri's Block Mochi, that's strong as well. So Luffy would have to surpass that to be at that third level as far as armament. And now with observation, he has to unlock to be able to see into the future, consistently, because everybody we've seen is inconsistent in seeing into the future except for Katakuri.
Right.
Like his just 5 seconds. So it had to be a time before where he was like Madame Charlie as well.
But you would think, like, because this is the thing with me. If Katakuri is the only person who can, like, if seeing into the future is a specific power that only certain people get, that means that only people who can beat Katakuri are people who can see into the future.
And that can't be the case.
It can't be, right? Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I think that people like Big Mom can see farther into the future than Katakuri can, but they don't as often as Katakuri does. If that makes sense. They don't use it all the time like Katakuri does, but they can see farther.
Okay.
I reckon someone can beat Karakuri if you're fast enough. If you outspeed him, I reckon you can beat him.
Yeah, you would have to outspeed him. But you would have to be crazy fast. Because even someone like Kizaru wouldn't outspeed Katakuri.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't he be able to?
Kizaru?
Because you got to think, if he's moving at light speed, that means if he's the embodiment of light itself, I would think that he would be able to transition like those same types of, maybe, I don't know, because maybe this gets into a little bit more in depth, like molecules and stuff like that, as well, as far as his brain, which would enhance him to be past Katakuri level as far as observation. Because who can keep up with light? Who can see light? Yeah, even though Katakuri can think like, well, he's going to kick me here, but can he block it? Can he stop it?
Yeah, because that's the point of seeing something before it happens. That's why Oda would make a power like that solely so they can keep up with someone like Kizaru. Because when you see something before it happens, you don't have to be as fast as the person. It essentially makes the person you're fighting slower.
So like Sharingan in a sense.
Yeah, exactly. It's better than the Sharingan. Like way better. So that's what I'm thinking. I think someone like Kizaru and someone like, Akainu, I think they can see further than Katakuri can. They just don't use it all the time.
If I was in the middle, maybe if I think there's gotta be some.
Gaming, what's good, man? How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
You good, man?
Yes.
I was trying to ask you earlier about what you thought was going to happen in the chapter. We didn't get your take on it yet. But go ahead and say what you. Go ahead and say what you was about to say. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, is this gonna be?
Then you can tell me.
Oh no, I just think that there's other way you can beat Karakuri and stuff like that. But that doesn't matter. But what's gonna happen next in the chapter? To be honest, I haven't done that chapter so long. I don't actually know. I actually know. I don't even know what's gonna happen next chapter. To be honest, like I don't even know where we're gonna be. Or it's probably gonna be a shit chapter, like where we just an update of what happened like 2 weeks ago, and it just ends off in a cliffhanger. I reckon some one of those chapters, nothing big's gonna happen.
Okay, you think it's gonna be a slow one, and then we're gonna get a really big cliffhanger at the end?
Oh yeah, one of those chapters.
I would hate that, but I could definitely see that just because coming off break.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, how would you think that someone would beat someone like Katakuri? So you said speed and what else?
I think speed and creativity. Yeah, if you use those really well, you can probably beat Karakuri. And all you gotta do is run out. Make him use his observation haki constantly. Then eventually we should run out. You can probably you can probably get him.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
so what do we think about Luffy story and like his base?
Hey,
what you mean?
I've been saying Luffy's strong as hell, but I'm not surprised.
Well, gear second and gear third.
I'm not surprised. Actually, I am surprised that he didn't even survive for that long. Actually, nah, I'm not surprised. I knew Gear. Thinking Gear. 2nd Luffy was that durable, but. But, I don't know. I think Gear 2 is. 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 Gear Yeah, I'm just not surprised. I so knew he's this durable and super durable, and so that's why I put Luffy so high on my list and stuff, just because he's so durable. So none that's happening with Karakuri surprised me. I know he's gonna beat Karakuri and stuff like that. Actually, he's not gonna beat Karakuri. He's gonna be a stalemate. This fight is gonna be a stalemate.
I think it's gonna be a stalemate.
Yeah,
No, I ain't gonna be no stalemate.
I think he's gonna win. Like,
yeah. I don't think he's ready. I think it looks like he's gonna win. Then something's gonna happen. The fight stops it. But we're gonna know Luffy's stronger though. Yeah, he didn't win.
okay.
Just because
I think Oda needs to give definitive win. Because a lot of people think Luffy's weaker than he actually is because of how Oda's been writing it.
Oda just I ain't gonna even come talk about it, but Oda just disrespecting some One Piece and giving out the One Piece character shine. So that's bad writing from his end and stuff like that. So yeah, he should Oda should try to make Oda should try to like make it more obvious. Like he should just try to make it more obvious that it's separation between the monster trio like he should just try to like show him more like there's a big difference between Sanji and Zoro and himself and stuff like that. That's what I want think to do. So, because I know that if Luffy beats Karakuri, then he's way stronger than Zoro and Sanji. It's crazy.
I think so too.
Difference.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
crazy.
I think he's going for the whole thing as how like way stronger than category.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's going for. Where Luffy's going to be like way stronger than Sanji.
That's crazy, man. It's crazy. Oh yeah, I want to see more Jimbo arc ends. Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry to cut you out. What you say?
No, you good. I really had nothing.
No.
Oh, yeah, me too. All I just wanted to say is Jimbo. We should see more Jimbo.
That's funny.
Mine wasn't even One Piece related. I was gonna say like big news. Senate committee votes to legalize CBD oil for all Hoosiers. So I'm just like, we got steps in the right direction here finally. Yeah.
That's confidence. Nice.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Senate committee votes to legalize CBD oil for all Hoosiers.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
So like we finally getting good direction. Like they just legalized alcohol on Sunday.
Wait.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't always legalized though.
No, not in Indiana. Well, not in
real?
Indianapolis. No. Mm-hmm.
Oh my. Oh yeah, apparently in Indianapolis the age of consent is 16. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Right.
I saw that on a movie a few days ago.
I don't know.
I saw that on a movie a few days ago.
I would not run with that.
No. See, I've ran across them guys who like, man, if it's grass on the field, I'm like, nah, bro.
Wow. Wow.
I'm gonna need to make sure we get all age verification before we play. You know.
Hey, time, man. Time's crazy.
Oh my god. Hey, Gaming.
Yo.
I'm gonna be doing a theory stream in pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
But like upcoming weeks or so. It's gonna be the first one. Remember, I was telling you guys I was thinking about doing it, but I think I'm gonna bring it to the channel.
Was that theory guy? Did you finally hit him up?
No, I forgot. I was hitting him up.
My bad. I was talking about that.
I'm gonna hit him up. Yeah. I talked to him on Twitter and he said that he'd be willing to do it, but he's been doing school and everything. So I should have actually hit him up on the break, but I forgot to. But yeah, I'll be hitting that dude up too and talking about his theories and whatnot because he has some interesting theories. I should bring him on the stream and just let him talk about them shits because they're pretty interesting.
Who was that?
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, me too.
Hold on, let me look it up. It's on Twitter because I was just talking to him.
You probably know him if he says the name.
Saffron Kaizaku.
I don't think I've embarked on that gentleman's channel yet.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude.
Because y'all be putting me on
cool.
some people. You said Saffron
Kaizaku.
I see. So like Saffron City Gym. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that Sanji pick, man.
Yeah.
I know. I told him the same thing.
Never go wrong with a Sanji picture.
You know what I'm saying? I was waiting for you to come in, gaming something just like that. Grant finally showing some Sanji love, bro. You know, we got to record this, man. Got to lock it up.
A dope pick. It's a dope pick, man. What you want me to say, man? It's really dope.
I like playing that game, man. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Grant disrespecting Lord Sanji too much, man.
Yo, no. I listen, guys. I love Sanji, man.
Everyone does.
Cakes and steak today. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, right there.
Right back to the hate. Oh my!
I think Grant, you being sarcastic when you said that, right? You ain't excited about that.
Oh my goodness,
that's crazy,
man. Hopefully the chapter comes out. We can,
you know. I'm trying my best not to look at these spoilers right now.
Yeah,
you enjoy this, boy.
You don't read spoilers. Just relax and.
But
a few hours.
But yeah, that damn, what is it called? That theory stream's coming soon. It's gonna be called. I don't even know what I'm gonna call it. But it's basically about for Luffy.
Is Sanji Goldie Roger?
No, never. It would never be that. You guys would shoot that down instantly.
That'd be a hell of a theory now. I should have made my Amaterasu Sanji theory, but that's probably.
We can talk about that.
It's not really
we can
more
add
of
that
an idea. It's more of a concept than an idea.
Yeah, all concepts are welcome.
All right, I'll bring on my Sanji Amaterasu theory.
Yeah, just work on it, and then one of the weeks we'll work it in. Okay.
What do you mean?
We'll work it in.
That's the kinks, man.
I just probably just write some points. I'll write some points and some evidence down on a sheet. Then I'll bring it up. We talk about
it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those. We'll get back to you. We'll work it in.
We'll work it in, man. So I want to do like a series of it.
That'd be dope.
So after after my first one, then you can do that one of Sanji, I guess that's what you would call it.
Mm-hmm. So
finally some Sanji love.
Hey man, it's all Sanji love. Sanji love. We need some more Sanji fanboys in there. In the calls, man.
We got to put the community on, man. It's so much Sanji slander and hate.
I know, it's crazy, bro.
Think objectively about Sanji, and you guys don't agree. That's all that happens.
People think
I ain't gonna say from you, Grant, but like from other individuals.
And King of Lightning don't agree.
Hey, King of Lightning, shout out to him. He's one of the last surviving fanboys out there.
King of Lightning said that Kid was weaker than Sanji. So listen. You guys have to admit that's completely possible. A bit much.
Hey, fire can melt metal. That's all I know.
That's completely possible.
God, I think we're gonna call this one. We're gonna call this. We're gonna call this a stream. We'll be right back with the with the supernova list. Maybe Sanji might make your guys supernova list.
Hey, Sanji forgot.
Me. His honorable mention. Shoot, that's it.
I want to put him in just because. I'm definitely putting him against that bum kid. Yeah, I might.
Oh man.
LZ too.
Okay. Maybe not. That's crazy. I got to see King's supernova list because that's wild. The fact that he think kids is that weak. Like I'm not
King
a kid liker,
one?
you know what I'm saying?
Now, if you think about it, if
I don't think he did.
Hey man, hey, I reckon Sanji can give Kid a fight, and I don't see Kid beating Sanji that easy.
I don't either.
Wild. That's wild.
I don't, because I don't see Kid beating Zoro that easy.
Sanji can't beat Law.
See, now you mention Zoro, and be like, he's not thinking about it now, huh? Well, what about Zoro? Wait, see, you never think about it. Wait, what?
Zoro can't beat Law.
Oh, Law. Oh. I reckon
Sanji couldn't beat Law.
Oh yeah, Zoro can't beat Law, but Sanji can.
No, he can't.
you think about it.
Game, do you have your list ready? Game, do you have your list ready? Is your list ready?
Supernova?
Your supernova? Yeah.
That's all in my head. I don't need a list for that.
I got it here.
How much? 11 supernovas?
All right.
I know wait.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's 11. It's 11. Go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you at, and then we're gonna start that stream.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
tell them where they can find you at, and then this is the end of the prediction stream.
Okay. You can find me on Games So Savage on Twitter and YouTube, and yeah. I don't know, something about stutter and shit, but yeah.
I used to stutter, man. I low key know a remedy for that as well. Drink honey. For real, like drink honey and lemon. And then like you gotta add just a little bit of something else in there just to kind of like relax you. But
some of that lean.
Yeah. Some of that just to relax you, man. I'm for real. Like I used to do it like when I got older, because middle school and all that. I used to stutter. I used to stutter a lot when I was reading.
That ain't me. I only started when I'm like I don't know. I only started when I'm like maybe 1 out of like 10 times ever. Then crazy.
I low-key thought I had Tourette's for a while, because like every time it would only happen when I was reading. So I'm just like, I don't know what's going on, but okay.
Then my cousin was himself crazy Tourette's, but then he went away when he got older. So
yeah. I mean, that's what happens. Like, the medicine and stuff, like your body heals itself. Like, I mean, if it's something that's not supposed to be there, it'll kind of like recorrect itself. Go back to base and stuff like that. But my bad, Grand. Y'all can find me at Nonsense Nap on YouTube, Nonsense Nap 21 on Twitter. I did lose in Duel Links, but if y'all want to catch me on there, Nonsense Nap 23 as well. I'm gonna be serving up some ale real soon here. Yeah, that's y'all can find me at. Like and subscribe, like always,
Yeah.
Like always.
Subscribe to all our channels and this channel. Actually, don't subscribe to mine.
What? Like and subscribe to everybody's channel. Like and subscribe to Grand's.
Everybody.
I'm gonna make a new anime channel soon. I don't know. So.
Oh, you gonna make a new one?
Yeah. Because too much of my personal friends know about my Game So Savage account. I can't be putting anime and shit on
Game So Savage is that's a good name though, man.
Yeah. I might make an Anime So Savage. I don't know.
That'd be nice.
Sanji definitely gonna be my avatar. So I've been wanting to put Sanji my avatar for the longest now. But
I just want you to know it's gonna be ass going down your picture.
Ass? What do you mean by What? Sanji is my profile picture.
No, your profile it's got gaming so savage. It's gonna be
Oh,
ass now. It's gonna be anime so savage.
oh, enemy so sad, bro.
So,
You
Oh, I
definitely
got
got
it.
one.
Hey, it took me a
Oh,
minute on that.
now I know you.
I'm like, what? At first I thought you said ads. I'm like, oh, okay, because the anime, so they gonna give him some ads. He's like, no, ads. I'm like, oh, okay, wait, let me think on it. Oh, okay, I got you.
You know what? I ain't gonna care you anymore. Maybe one day yeah, one day I'm gonna post on the anime shit on this channel. I don't give a fuck.
yeah. Okay, everybody. Stay tuned for the top supernova. We're gonna rank the supernova real quick. I'm going to look at Black's list. I can't remember what he put. I just know it's blasphemy. So yeah. Once I get done with that, bring you
Black
guys.
bless me.
Yeah, Black was crazy. But we love Black. Hopefully Black can join us in the live stream. Next live stream we do. Stay tuned for, like I said, I'm bringing that theory. Definitely bringing that. Look for that sometime next week. Yeah. Peace.